Okay, so to do your Cornelia Hesse-Honegger example, the first thing that you're going to need to do is start off with a really simple light pencil outline of your bug. So I've got my picture of my bug on my screen next to me, so I've got my reference point there. I'm not just trying to make it up off the top of my head. I've got my pencil and my ruler and my sketchbook. What I'm starting to do here is just create like a really light pencil markings so that you can kind of make sure that all the bits are going to be in the right place. You want it to be fairly symmetrical. So I've drawn myself a really light line down the centre of the page. That's going to mark kind of the halfway point in the bug. And now I'm just kind of adding in some extra kind of guidelines. It's just as a help to get the different sections of my bug in there. I'm keeping it nice and light because I don't want to see them when I'm finished. Now I've got that, I can start kind of getting in the basic shapes of my bug. Remember that you don't want to just kind of make it up off the top of your head. You want it to be like a really clearly inspired by Cornelia Hesse-Honegger, but also by the photograph of the bug that you should have taken as part of this task. So I'm going to start adding mine in at the top here. And it's kind of got that quite a dome shaped head section to start off with. Nice and light with your pencil so you can make them changes where you need to. Then it comes down into the next section of the bug. And that kind of comes down and around there. So it doesn't have to be perfectly like a mirror image on each side. You can see mine kind of goes a bit wider there. The guidelines are just to kind of be referenced, but they're not exactly symmetrical when you look at the bugs. Then mine comes down, it looks like a bit like a ladybird on this bottom part, but you'll see on my example it's like yellow and black rather than red and black. It needs to come out a little bit further. I'm just pressing on a little bit harder now. I'm happy with the shape, but you still don't want to press down really hard and make like an indent in your paper. And now I'm going to start, now I've got that outline, I'm going to start adding in some of the detail. Again, keeping it nice and light, because when you add your colour, you don't want to see your pencil behind your colour. Now, Cornelia Hesse-Honegger was also a scientist and worked for like scientific foundations with her drawings, so she was accurate with what she was doing. So we want to make sure that you guys are accurate in yours as well. Comes down there, so this is going to be darker, and I'm adding in where the kind of colour is going to go. Obviously everyone's bugs are going to look different because you won't have all got the same pictures. If you have really struggled to get any photographs of bugs, and you can use pictures that you found on the internet if you need to, it would be better not to do that. I absolutely hate bugs, and I still managed to go out and take some pictures of my own. So I'm clearly looking all the time at the shapes that are in the book that I'm drawing from. I am not just making it up. We talk about that all the time in class. Observing is like one of the key important things. So please make sure you are looking at your reference pictures. Right, you can't see any more of the legs or anything on the picture that I'm using, so I'm going to leave mine at that. And that is step 1 done, ready to add colour in the next step.